It's Ehizoje, everyone's favorite Nigerian.
This that real life shit, nigga.
So, I'm going to give y'all a choice because we've been talking for a minute. Do y'all want to talk about Amber Rose and Trump?
Not particularly.
I could do without it, honestly.
All right. Amber Rose.
I'm cool on her. She don't even claim to be black, so I'm cool on her.
Being weird.
Why you being weird to me?
I'm
All
cool on
right.
her.
Let's go into ESPN, lists. Top five. So they did a list of the 100 greatest athletes of the 21st century. So pretty much from the year 2000 till now, they did it based on the athletes' accomplishments within their individual sports. However, some sports are actually individual while others are team sports. So, some of the little skewed. So I'm going to ask, I don't know how deeply you guys looked at the list, but if you did look at it deeply, did anyone stand out in regards to being too high or too low?
From what I remember, they had
And if you want, I could
Cristiano Ronaldo. Okay.
And if you want, I could pull the list real quick and
that would be
do a little recap.
Because I only looked maybe to 1 through 20. I didn't go that far into it, honestly. But I do feel like specifically Cristiano Ronaldo was pretty high, especially because he hasn't won a World Cup. So I don't see how you could be the best athlete of the 2000s when in your sport you haven't won the biggest actual trophy. I know it's a team sport thing, but they say he's the best player. And Messi is also in the same era and has done it.
Messi had great teams around him, though.
He just barely won the World Cup, though.
Exactly.
But he's done it, though.
And even without that World Cup, it was like, oh, Messi might be one of the greatest of all time, right? And even
what was their ranking? I feel like who was higher?
So Ronaldo's 13.
Okay.
And
Messi was 7 or something. Huh?
Messi was a little higher. Messi is 3.
Oh.
So
yeah, that's dummy high. Okay.
You texted us this list?
I did. I sent you the link to the list. Steph Curry is 14. Katie Ledecky 15. Tim Duncan 16. Shaq 17. Pat Mahomes 18. Lewis Hamilton 19. Aaron Donald 20. And then if you want some other standouts, Aaron Rodgers 91. Asia Wilson above him at 90. Couple golfers, some baseball players, couple soccer players. Venus Williams 86. I was surprised she actually made the list, to be honest. Kawhi 85.
Wow.
Chris Paul 83. So we're going off accomplishments. How's Chris Paul above Kawhi Leonard? So I don't know.
That's why these lists are always tricky, man. I would have to I didn't read into like what their criteria was.
GSP 76.
GSP.
Yeah, George St. Pierre, UFC.
Oh, okay.
Lisa Leslie, 74. Mookie Betts, 73. So, I mean, yeah. I thought Michael Phelps at number 1 was crazy.
I did think that was a little overkill, especially with recent accomplishments from Simone Biles.
Doesn't he have like the most medals?
So in one Olympics, yeah.
No, he has the most all-time record, 28-time Olympic medalist, 23-time Olympic gold medalist, most gold medals at a single Olympics when he won 8 at Beijing in 2008. So, I mean, yes, I get it. Like, we rate the Olympics highly. However, swimming is outside of relays, mostly individual sport, and there's a lot more events at swimming than, let's say, like a track and field. I'm sure if there was like a 110 meter race, 120 meter race, 130 meter race, 140 meter race, Usain Bolt would have a lot more like gold medals.
That's facts.
So Michael Phelps, like, he's obviously great, amazing, the GOAT at what he did, but because he could do the butterfly, freestyle, all that, long distance, short distance, it was like a perfect storm, essentially, for him to win all those medals. And I don't think that makes him the greatest athlete of the 21st century. Serena Williams is number 2. I thought that was extremely high as well. I think she's the greatest female tennis player of all time. But again, individual sport, for the most part, outside of doubles, I don't know if I'm putting her at number 2, because I feel like another thing that looks...
I feel like she should be number 1.
Okay, we'll get to our individual list.
We're on the same wavelength.
But I feel like when it comes to sports like that, what we're missing is impact. And I don't know how much of an impact she had on sports in general outside of tennis. Like, she had a great impact in tennis.
That's what I'm saying with the criteria on this. I'm not sure because we start getting into that because she definitely had a heavy impact within tennis, but outside of tennis, okay.
So I'm now interested to hear, because it sounds like you already saying that she's probably number one in yours. I know you didn't have an actual 1 through 5, but let's hear your list.
No particular order.
Let's hear top five.
Okay, I just want to preface this by saying I don't really follow sports.
What?
So this is my list.
Did you know this?
Gasp.
They knew this. I am not a huge sports fan, but I just went off people who I know I've heard about a lot in my life and who I've seen with my own eyes excel at what they do. So this is my top 5. I put Simone Biles, Serena Williams, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, and Usain Bolt.
Okay. Why those names?
I just feel like they're all really talented at what they do. And I've just seen them win millions of times. And I don't know. I have witnessed in lots of videos and recaps and whatnot, them excelling at what they do. And I just feel like that makes them great. And I've heard even like Kobe specifically, I remember I watched this video that just talked about how he would practice like 7 days a week or something like that. And how once you add that up over all the years, he had like several years more experience than everyone else who was just practicing 6. Like, I don't know, just the effort that they put in and the time and the energy, and then they excel and they really like, it really does pay off. I just feel like they're the best. They work the hardest and they, and they're Black. So there's already like that on their side, but then also working against them in a way too, just because people are going to be like, oh, like you're not the best. You just think you're the best because you're Black or whatever. Or maybe you are the best because you're Black. I don't know. But I just feel like these are my favorite people that I've witnessed and experienced do great at what in their respective sports.
Okay.
And I also thought Tiger Woods is really good too. Honorary mention.
Tiger. Because
I watched a bunch of Tiger Woods videos recently and I was like, wow, he really is really good. Or
so
he was.
To your point about impact outside of sports, then Tiger, or outside of his sport, for sure.
Well, what's your list?
Tiger went crazy. Oh, and also I just wanted to mention this since we're talking about sports. It's just an exhibition game, but USA is playing South Sudan right now. They are down 58-44 right now. So
USA is?
Yeah, we're down right now, bro.
I want to know what the starting lineup was, because
I guess they're hitting a lot of threes. It's like hot shooting. So.
We've been starting off slow in every game.
Yeah,
and it's because Steve Kerr is putting out a bad lineup every game. It's okay to put Embiid on the bench. Embiid is a great player. Start AD.
Against Serbia, they played them even. It wasn't slow. It was just even. The second group took us to the to the next level.
We start off slow against Serbia.
That was even.
The moment that the bench came in, oh damn,
he needs a Dayquil.
He needs a Dayquil.
Maybe I need some Dayquil. The moment the second group came in, it was like night and day. Like,
no, for sure.
Like Bam and AD, like as your 4 and 5,
nasty.
You might as well just start them. Put LeBron, Steph, and then either D-Book or probably Halliburton because he's pass first. Like, that would be the best lineup. Nobody's scoring on you. You're probably getting open shots. AD and Bam are like cheat codes when it comes to like international game. I don't know. I ain't no coach, but it is a little weird to me. Drew Holiday? I fuck with Drew too. But why did he keep getting into the starting lineup?
I do think you need some role players to balance it out, though. You can't
off the bench,
even in your starting, especially there's just too many.
Halliburton is pass first. Why would he not fit perfectly with LeBron and Steph?
Because LeBron is the one that's actually orchestrating. He's the one that's trying to be pass first.
D-Book can knock down any shot you need him to. Kevin Durant's going to come back.
I don't know if you've seen, like, in the beginning of the game, they're trying to get Steph off. Like, they're running the first 8 to 10 plays of the game. They're just going straight to Steph, bro.
Maybe you shouldn't be doing that. Maybe you should be hammering it inside because we have a size advantage against everyone except for France.
That's not how they're playing. That's the issue with Joel Embiid is because he's a post-up big, and they're trying to run a lot more pick and rolls. So he kind of doesn't fit. He's kind of odd man out in a way.
So put AD in.
Yeah.
And then you won't have that issue.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
it's
I feel like they're trying to force an issue. They probably promised Embiid a starting spot to get him to come over to USA, because I know it was a big, like, is he going USA? Is he going France? This and that.
Yeah. And international ball is just different than
NBA, it is different.
NBA ball.
It's a lot more physical.
But I only brought that up to just say that since we were talking about sports, I was like, fuck it, let me bring it up. My 5 was 1. Oh, so I'll go 5 to 1. So 5, I had Tom Brady. 4, I had Michael Phelps. 3, I had Bron. 2, I had Serena. And then 1, I had Simone Biles. I had to add Tom Brady in there specifically because of that last Super Bowl he had with the Tampa Bay Bucks. I thought that was really impressive.
A fraud Super Bowl, by the way.
I will acknowledge them niggas were cheating over there in New England, and he rode his defenses a lot. But that was impressive to me how he went over to Tampa Bay with a whole new coach, whole new roster and everything, and won a Super Bowl right away.
He didn't lead that team. The defense carried him on that season. And the
nigga was like, what, 40, 39 or 40 at that point? Like, that was and I'm a Tom Brady hater. I just want to go on.
He lucked out. He lucked out with the Drew Brees injury as well, because we were
luck is a part of any championship.
Smoking them niggas.
Luck is a part of any championship.
But Drew Brees' bad shoulder couldn't throw deep balls no more in that playoffs after we had beat them twice in the regular season.
But yeah,
keep going.
That was my basic thing on Tom Brady, at least, because I'm a big Tom Brady hater, but he gained a lot of points with me for that, because there wasn't a lot of, before I felt like there was a lot of outside factors that were leading to his greatness, but like you took Bill Belichick away. I mean, their defense was still pretty solid in Tampa, but in just 1 year to just come to a whole new situation and just win a Super Bowl, especially against Patrick Mahomes, like, that's fucking crazy. So he had to be in there. Michael Phelps got to be in there. He's just crazy. Bron, all-time leading scorer. This nigga might be the best player to ever touch a basketball, quite frankly. Serena Williams, just dominance across her sport. I mean, she's still at it right now, and just like inspiring a lot of the young girls that are in the game today, you know, the Coco Gauffs, Naomi Osaka. Just like a lot more Black women wanted to get into tennis because of her and her sister. So, I don't know. I just thought that was dope. And one Simone Biles, she was just, I mean, her dominance in gymnastics, I don't know if you've just been under a rock, but she's the greatest Olympian.
They're changing the rules.
Shit crazy. That I've ever seen.
Yeah, changing the rules because of her.
Yeah, so.
There's just literally no competition because they can't compete with her.
All right. So I'm going to give my 5 first honorable mentions to Serena Williams and Simone Biles. They probably would have been 6 and 7 on my list if we extended it out to 10. But they did not make my top 5. So 5, I got Kobe Bean Bryant. 4, I got LeBron. 3, I got Brady. 2, I got Tiger. And 1, I got Messi. So just a brief overview. When we talk about like impact outside of their sport, I don't think anyone on this list had more impact other than Messi than Kobe Bryant. Everybody knows who Kobe is. Like, that nigga was going to China and had like swarms of people. Niggas shooting trash into the trash can. Kobe, you know, and he won 5 rings. He was a player that wasn't just offensive, he was defensive as well. So 4th all-time in scoring, 15-time All-NBA, 12-time All-Defense. 4, LeBron, arguably greatest basketball player ever. Whether you say him or Jordan, it's whatever. I'm pushing 30. I'm not trying to have no arguments. All-time leader in points, 4 rings, 4 MVPs, 19-time All-NBA. He's literally 40 years old. He outlived the RDC skit in basketball, and he's still playing at a high level. It's ridiculous. Tom Brady, still fuck that Tampa Bay ring. But I mean, 7 rings as a starting quarterback. We've literally never seen that in the NFL. one of the hardest sports to win in. All-time leader in passing yards and touchdowns. 2, Tiger Woods, man. I feel like because of his downfall, we forget how great of a golfer Tiger Woods is. And if we're talking about individual sports, I do think golf is the hardest individual sport. If you never swung a golf club, please go to the Top Golf or something. Try it out. I promise you, shit is difficult. 82 PGA Tour wins, 15 majors, and ranked number 1 for 683 combined weeks. Just to do the math for you, that's 13 years. Ranked as the number 1 player. 13 years. 13 years. That's crazy. Number 1, Messi. He's won literally everything he could win for the teams that he played for in professional soccer. Probably one of the most known players of all time, right next to Ronaldo. But again, what separated him from Ronaldo, he just won more than Ronaldo did. Ronaldo also would be an honorable mention. Soccer is the biggest sport in the world. So when you are the greatest of all time at that sport, of the biggest sport in the world, I believe you deserve that number 1 spot. So that's why I gave it to Messi. But yeah, y'all got any thoughts, comments, concerns over my list?
I like your list.
Say your list one more time.
Number 1, Messi. Number 2, Woods, Tiger. Number 3, Brady, Tom. Number 4, James, LeBron. Number 5, Bryant, Kobe.
No, I can't. I feel like you can't really go wrong. You can't go wrong with any of these.
Yeah, these are just our opinions.
They're all
Yeah.
goats, man.
These are just our opinions.